And we are back, Kitty Gang, with another episode. And you see the title. So let's dive right into it. The service industry. Oh, it has been good to me. Let me just start off by saying that. Shout out to all of the line cooks, the bussers, the bartender, the waitresses, the bar managers, the restaurant managers. Yeah, did I say bussers, the hostesses. Just shout out to all of y'all around the world because it is no easy task. I honestly think that everyone in America should have a restaurant job at some point in their life. It will change their mindset and it might even change some of their attitudes because they are horrible, let me tell you. I have many experiences, many stories about bartending and waitressing. My very first waitressing job was Steak and Shake. I think I was 17 at the time. Yeah, I think I was 17. And it just took off from there. I just kind of stayed in that industry for a lot of reasons. But is it over? Is it over for that industry? You know, we're living in a time right now that I just feel like it's already bad enough with the actual pay of said like waitresses and bartenders for instance. I'm gonna stay there since those are the actual positions I've had. And I've been a bar manager too, briefly, very briefly. And right now, I think one of the good things that Trump said he is going to implement is the no tax on tip working, which is awesome because if you know how that industry it can be challenging and there's a lot of ins and outs to reporting, your tips and all of that. I'm not going to talk about that too much, but I think that is great, but also with that, I think he needs to implement a higher pay. There needs to be a higher pay for servers and bartenders. For many years, I made $2.13 an hour plus tax. $2.13, and that was in Tennessee and in Texas. When I moved to Florida, my waitressing and bartending jobs were like five something, and then the last one being at the Marriott. In the Marriott on Singer Island, it was, I think I ended up leaving at like almost over 10 an hour plus tips. So I know it does depend on the establishment and the rules and the state. Oh yeah, and in Texas, when I worked at a country club, my hourly was higher. I don't remember specifically what that rate was. It was somewhere but like $8, something like that. I could be wrong, but it was definitely higher, more than $5 an hour. So again, it depends on the establishment. Country clubs, again, they have their own rules and laws on how they report stuff and what they can pay hourly is different than an actual like restaurant. I forget the particulars and the terms that's involved in that, but yeah, depending on the establishment, you do get paid more. But mainly across the board, most states are still at like $2.13 an hour plus tips, and I think that is crazy. That is crazy, and I also feel like now, with the times, can we? And I'm saying we, me and you, please comment. Are you able to tip right now? So I made those decisions for myself to not eat out right now. I'm not eating out right now because for one, that's part of my sacrifice and my budgeting, cooking at home. Right now, with everything going on, it might even be the best route anyway because there's so many things going on with the food every day. So it's just like whatever. I just stay home and cook. And again, I know I honestly cannot afford to tip how I tip, especially being in that industry for so long. I am a 20%. I don't give a crap how horrible the service is. You will at least get 20% from me. I've always been like that. That's just, I think, well, I know it's because I've been in the industry. I know how it is. But on average, I'm a very good tipper. I tip way over the 20%. And again, it's just, I believe in karma. When it comes to, for those who are in the industry and ever worked at that position, you get where I'm coming from with that. So yeah, I don't know right now. I wonder how they're doing. If you are in the industry, comment below. Let me know, like, where you working at. How is it? How is it going right now? Are people eating out right now? And are they tipping accordingly? Is the tipping trash right now? Is it good right now? Like, I couldn't imagine it being good right now because with everything going on. People barely could give Christmas out, this year. So eating out, I think people are taking a lot of sacrifices, and that being the area in my household, excuse me, in my household. Guys, the weather has been so crazy. I know it's like cold everywhere. We did get a little cold front coming through Florida, and I have real bad allergies, so forgive me. Yeah, it's taking a toll on me today for sure. But is it over? I don't know. We will see going into this next administration. Like I said, that is one of the things I did hear him state in a conference that was one of the things he was implementing. But we need a higher pay as well. Like, it needs to be a higher pay, because I do know, even at 38, that is an industry that I will always go back to. I definitely plan on going back to bartending at some point, once I build up my trust and my anxiety of leaving my child alone, separation anxiety from my child. I think I will jump back into that field at some point, or even go into my private bartending business I had established at one part of my life. That was fun. I might even jump back into that. But yeah, I would definitely like to know y'all comments. How are y'all feeling about that right now? Is it best staying at home right now, cooking? Tipping culture, is it a thing still? Because I do know, on subject, kind of off subject, but I saw a couple little TikTok videos that were saying, even with the tipping in the hair industry, the nail industry, just about every service now is adding, a tipping button or tipping option, which, I mean, hey, at this point, I guess everyone's trying to get every little penny dime they can get. I typically do tip when I go get my nails done. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so no one's touched my hair in years. But if I was to go get my hair done, I would tip. That's about all I can really say. I really tip for a hair done, unless I have like a private mechanic. If I have someone that like comes to my home and does my mechanic ish, stuff like that, I would tip them. But other than that, you guys let me know. We have Jodeci up today. Get on up. Yeah, you can sit down. That's the melody of it. It's a pretty good, fun, upbeat song. Just kind of gets you in a groove. It's an older song. I thought it was a cool little song to throw in there today. I actually did listen to it day before yesterday. It just popped in my head, and I was just dancing around the house, cleaning up. On low, of course, because he was taking a nap. You guys, let us know. Are we tipping in 2025?